Here with Associate Head Coach Tina Barrett. Coach, if we could just recap the Memorial Tournament this past week, followed by a few questions, and then we'll look ahead into conference action again.
Yeah, sounds great. We went to Texas A&M and played in a great tournament there. Second day, we actually played with Baylor and Kansas, which was great, like 2 top 30 teams. So great experience for our team. We played okay. Finished ahead of probably what we were ranked, but super pleased with our last round. We had Samantha play a good round, and Timber also played a good round, and Carol played a good round after struggling the first 2 rounds. So excited about that finish, and kind of just the whole experience there. It was just a first-class field. The last day, they had like this watch party, and there were like a ton of people out there watching, having a barbecue. They had their dog, their mascot out there. So just like really like what we don't really see in golf tournaments as much, more like a football vibe to it. So super fun and great experience for our players.
Coach Samantha Coleman led the way with a strong final round. What impressed you most about her play throughout the tournament?
Yeah, I mean, I think I said this in her Player of the Week thing too, is like her length gives her a huge advantage, and that course was super long and played really, really tough. And so her length gives her that advantage, and she hit the ball well, made some putts and played really strong, and then capped it off with a really cool like 70-footer on the last hole. So fun to finish a tournament like that.
Another standout performer, Timber. She continues to be steady throughout. With the conclusion of the regular season, she set a new stroke average record. Just anything you can say about Timber and what she's meant to this program?
Yeah, I mean, it's just amazing, and she's going to be sorely missed. But we have one more tournament with her, and we're trying to enjoy all the time that she's given us. Obviously, she's been steady all year, a great player. I think I've said it before, but just like the ultimate teammate, works the hardest, gets the best grades, plays the best golf. So just like a coach, whatever a coach would want in a player, she's it, and is a great leader for our team.
And Coach, looking ahead, Big Sky tournament right around the corner. How does this Memorial tournament with a competitive field kind of translate into what you'll see at conference and have that sort of intensity and energy?
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I think competing, the second round with Baylor and Kansas, and kind of seeing our games really aren't that far off from the top teams, and going in there with some confidence. We know the course. We've played there the last couple years. And so we know kind of what to work on this week. I think the par 3s are going to be key. There's 5 par 3s. And then short game, because the greens are kind of pretty small there. So we know what to work on, and we're going to be doing that, and just kind of getting in that mindset that last week was kind of super hard course, and pars were good. But this week we're going to have to make some birdies on the par 5s and play the par 3s. If we can play the par 3s pretty steady and make some birdies on the par 5s, I think we have a really good chance of competing.
And flipping sides here, the men are currently competing at the Shark Invitational. What can you say about their?
Yeah, they're playing with some guts today. I know I've been following along on my phone. It's hard to kind of keep up with the scoring, but their best player isn't playing today. So the other guys have really stepped up, and hopefully they can get it done. It's super exciting to watch.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.